My name is Rashawn and I'm an artist. Every time I make a work of art, it's a process of discovery, so I'm sort of discovering what the work is while making it. There's a layer of history that goes into the works. I start with an image or an idea or a thing, and through the process of taking something and changing something, it becomes abstracted. I have vitiligo, so my body is always kind of in flux. And I was interested in that destabilized relationship to your own image or your own idea of yourself. And that's how I use abstraction. It's a way to sort of put yourself out there. In a way, I have a record of myself over a course of time as things are shifting and as I'm sort of having these destabilized relationship both with my body, but also with the world and also with things around, and finding a way to sort of communicate through that, if there is a way. I'm not even sure there is.
My work is about the interplay between memory, how truth is constructed, radical thought, and how that interacts with the social and political body in our present. I work a lot with propaganda materials. This archive I have been keeping for the past 20 years. It's printed matter, but it's also comprised by objects and paraphernalia that mostly has to do with political history of the 20th century. I believe the presence of these objects and their agencies speak a lot about how ideological framework and ideological superstructure is constructed and how our political identity is shaped. It's quite clear now that culture can also be warfare. I think my interests are the consequences of the time I came of age. So in the end, my relationship to these materials is a way to understand myself within my identity as a Latin American individual more than an artist.
I am a digital artist. I work with computer-generated images in which I appropriate ready-made relics to create sort of new, complicated images that portray an alternative history. My work comes from documentary practices, and the work often deals with gender paradigms, the history of objectification, and the unraveling of power dynamics. I wanted to use real women and their real body movement in order to activate these objects and give them subjectivity. We live in a moment in which not only do we program technology, but technology programs us. This sort of happy marriage between new technologies and archaeology asks whether we can get out of the dynamic of objectification.